Smith will be here at noon. Okay, biggest pretty boy on the team.
Who is it? You guys can answer that one. There you go. Can you hear that? Did you get that one?
Patrick Sharp.
Sharp, a couple Caners in there, I think.
Kaner, oh yeah, really. He's along. She's a dark horse.
It's a runaway though, pretty boy, Sharp.
Yeah.
So does he like check
He's
his
embraced the role, I think.
Does he like check his hair before he puts his helmet on and go on the ice?
Yeah, I think he spends a lot of time on the bench, just smoothing it back too.
Who do you think the guy is that the public has the perception of that is not necessarily, like a guy who maybe is
Most misunderstood.
Yeah.
Most misunderstood. Ah, man, these
Besides
questions
you.
always get me right on the spot. Yeah, I don't know. I'm not sure about that one.
All right, cheapest guy. You go, dude, you make a lot of money.
I can't throw anybody on the bus. I'll say Kaner for that one.
Who's a guy that you could foresee getting into television and radio after his career? We were just sort of chatting about
Sharpie for sure.
that.
Yeah.
You think Sharp?
Yeah.
He's a good.
I think he likes it.
Not just because he
He's
looks
good
the
at it.
part, but he's good at it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Again, he's embracing the role. So.
What is Corey Crawford like? Because they say goalies are bizarre. And I remember last year you win in Boston, and I had been his biggest critic. Every day on TV, you can't win a cup with this guy.
You know what's bad when you're still talking about it, eh?
And he grabs me and he says, "Hey man, you were my biggest critic." And he was very colorful with his language. But it's cool because I'm a Stanley Cup champion. And I apologized to him on the air. What is he like as a guy?
He's an awesome guy. He's just
Not flaky as a goalie.
No, he's so easygoing and so happy. He's down for whatever. And I think everyone has, one or two friends like that is up for anything. And I think that's probably one of the things that makes him a good goaltender. He's just so calm and so relaxed and just in a great mood all the time.
What makes Marian Hossa such a good teammate? He's a guy that, when you look at his career and you look at him and you watch him on the ice, and some nights
He took less money to win, taking
Exactly.
one-year deals, 2 straight
But
years.
I think you would describe him as somewhat under the radar in Chicago. When you talk about stars and hockey stars, he's a star. He's a guy who could be a Hockey Hall of Fame candidate, and he's not a guy that you see. But what's he like as a teammate? What's he like as a guy?
Well, he's an unbelievable player, and I think which sums it up the best is to see what he's accomplished in his career and the drive that he still has. I think he really doesn't have an ego at all, and I think he's not too good to do anything out there, and he just goes out there and works and does his job every single day, and doesn't really care who's watching. So I think he's not really thinking about oh yeah, I've been around, I've played this many games, I don't really need to do that or this, and he just he steps it up all the time, and he's one of our hardest workers for sure.
Did they have you do anything with the prospects in town this week? Talk to them, give them encouragement, go check out the practice or two?
Yeah, I guess I had to give a little word to some of the young guys, but from what I heard and from what I remember from that prospects camp, it brought back some crazy memories of it's like a training camp in the middle
What
of
do you remember
summer.
about yours?
It was just tough. It was a lot of skating. I mean,
You and Kaner
most guys
played?
probably start skating in June, mid-June, if that, and somehow you're expected to be in mid-season form in mid-July. So it's not easy when guys are running around trying to hit each other in the middle of the summer. So.
But your prospect camp probably didn't include a bunch of reporters and tweeting every moment and recording that kind of getting a look ahead. And these guys are known commodities. There's an autograph line for Adam Clendenning, and there's a guys who come to this event. People know who they are.
Expectation of it.
Yeah, there's expectations
No,
that maybe
that's
that's
pretty awesome. Yeah, it's cool to see that. I mean, I was at Johnny's the other day, and there was a ton of people at the scrimmage there. So I mean, I think that right there shows that people are following these players before they even come and break through with the Hawks. So it's pretty awesome to see.
Are you a music guy, and what is on your favorite playlist?
Well, it's summertime, so a little country never hurts, I guess.
Thank you.
Country
See?
fan.
Come on,
I
Cap.
hate both
Embrace
kinds,
it.
Oh,
country and
boo.
western. Yeah.
Ooh, Cap, ooh.
Boo, Cap.
So
I'm
what do
with
you like?
you.
I think the guys are going to Blake Shelton tonight. I don't know if you guys are going, so.
Why wouldn't you?
At Wrigley.
Yeah,
See,
Jason Aldean's
you only
one
know
of
it
my
because it's
favorites.
at Wrigley. You would not know Blake Shelton playing anywhere else unless it were at
I
Wrigley.
would have thought he's a third baseman.
Exactly.
Pretty close. He will be tonight.
Do you like rock and roll?
Yeah.
So who do you like? Give us some of the
I
artists.
like the old school stuff. I like
Springsteen?
Yeah, I like Led Zeppelin, the Beatles, all that stuff. Yeah, it's all good.
Is there a song you like to listen to before a game, or you're getting ready to leave the house and you go, that gets me ready?
Oh, I love this question.
He rolled his eyes. For everyone that is not here.
No, I don't know. Everything, pretty much.
Do you listen to a lot of music?
Of course, who doesn't?
How about movies on your iPad? You watch. What's your favorite go-to movie when you want to veg out?
You know, I was actually pretty. It was cool to meet this guy the other day. I guess I don't know if he's from Chicago or he lives here now, but for the longest time, my favorite movie was The Pursuit of Happiness with Will Smith.
Yeah.
And it's based on the life of Chris Gardner. And I was at an event for Israel Adonijah's foundation a few nights ago, and he was actually there, and I got to meet him. So
that's a great book.
Very cool. Yeah,
that is very cool.
So I always say that's probably one of my favorite movies. So.
You know, Black Hawk for life, people associate you with Chicago, but you're from Winnipeg. And there was a great article in Sports Illustrated during the season, during the playoffs, about just how special, you know, everybody in your hometown has been to you. And you did a commercial, I think, for a tire company, and you wanted people, your best friends and your neighbors were involved. How often do you get back there, and how much of what you experienced growing up in Winnipeg is responsible for the kind of guy you are today?
Well, it has everything to do with it. I think where you grow up, who you're surrounded with, your parents, all those things really add up. And for me, I was always had a dream of playing the NHL, but if I didn't have all those things, who knows what could have happened. But last summer was cool for anyone who's seen that bit with all my friends and family and people that I was surrounded with playing, minor hockey back in Winnipeg. We're all got to be a part of this Canadian Tire commercial back home, and it was a pretty big thing back in Canada. So it really put things in perspective as to, the whole idea was it takes a community to raise an Olympian, and it was just really awesome and kind of a way to thank those people for the contributions that they did, because at the end of the day, no one really could measure